trickery is this? Please let the devil out of him.
Well, that's a compliment in my business, so thank you.
This is Alex. Ever since he saw a magic trick in school, he became attuned to the idea of amazement. So, he decided to become a magician. His parents naturally objected to the idea. Let's be real, being a magician in Singapore is a career undertaken by school dropouts and targeted for children.
Well, no, magic is not just for children because I think if you do amazement right, it will impact both adults and kids a lot. And maybe even more so with adults because they have a fixed set of ideas of how the world works, and when something that occurs to them that violates this concept of the world, that's where amazement happens. Magic has never disappointed me. Like recently I did a show for a very old lady who has dementia, and then she was just reacting very strongly to the magic, and there's a beautiful moment for her and her family around because they might not have seen her in that excitable state for a while already. So these are little things that I realized this is the reason why I am doing magic. Okay, so watch this toothpick. I'm gonna make it disappear on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. See, it's gone. See, all you do is you have some blue tack and tape it to your thumbnail such that when you open up your thumb, it lines up and becomes invisible. So to perform, use your index finger to cover the blue tack, and when you're ready, all you have to do is open up your hand. And it's gone.
Great. So, can you make yourself disappear?
You mean this as a joke, right?
Nope.
Alright, well then, have a good day. You don't really know how people react to magic. I mean, some people love it, some people hate it, and they hate it not because they don't like you, they hate it because they just don't like to be puzzled the whole day, like thinking about a certain problem. I have people who were very unkind. They'll tell me like, hey, can you just disappear? Or, when I tell them like, oh, just say stop as I refold the cards, then they would say, stop. No, I mean just stop and get out. A lot of people think of magic like you need to be rah-rah, you need to be super hype, but I'm really not that kind of person. So it does get a bit draining, especially for long periods of time. So when I am done, I am just happy to be done. Like after so much social interactions, I really appreciate the time, like just being by myself. I remember there was once when I was performing in Egypt and the boss took a deck of cards and he threw it all over the floor and said, "Find my card." And that really made me feel like I was a jester, just to be humiliated by this boss of this company. I know like magic is, people think of it as like, it's hee hee ha ha, it's just for jokes. But I think that really pushed it. And I had to brace myself and it's like, okay, let me just finish this gig and just get over it.
Seems like Alex isn't too amazed at the moment. So, what drives him?
So these days I am amazed by, just very little things. For example, like, a year ago there was like circuit breaker and you see like very positive things that people do. For example, like, people going an extra mile, just to deliver food and whatnot. And I think these are things that to me has almost like the same inspiring effect as what magic could be. Amazement is a very rare feeling and it makes you feel small in the sense like you can't comprehend what's happening, but it's a positive thing.
With so many difficulties and heartaches behind the scenes, does the man still have a dream?
My wildest dream is actually to be able to perform magic for as long as I can and on my own terms. I want to have enough resources to open a theatre. That's where I will write my show, I'll design my show, and I'll direct my show and perform the show. And I always aim to be able to reach that level where people will feel amazement after watching my magic. They should feel like, hey, I should want to feel amazed more. I should experience magic in my life more, regardless of whether it's the magic that I do or the magic that's around us anyway.